Welcome to making multiple offers using ChatGPT. In this demo, I'll be helping you better understand why some people get more deals within weeks, while others fail and struggle up to 4 years before even getting their first deal. I want to help you make multiple offers and focus on the one that matters and truly get results, especially if you are looking to have a steady pipeline of 1 to 3 deals closed successfully every 45 to 60 days using the foreclosure funnel system. What you see here is a normal process that most beginners struggle with when getting started in real estate, either as an agent with no pipeline or referral system in place, the typical investor who doesn't know where their next deal is coming from, especially as a one man show, and a beginner wholesaler who's bouncing around trying different strategies to see what works for them. So, as you can see here, an example typical week, right? You're making 1 to 2 offers, you're trying on market, you're doing 3 to 5 offers on market. You're doing one off market offers. You're doing 7 tax delinquencies. You're back to doing on market by Friday. You're trying to do for sale by owners, but don't know where to get started on that. Sellers are saying no. And then finally, when that one person does say yes, the property's overpriced. This makes your goals unpredictable, uncertain, and builds disappointment instead of success. Now let's take a look at the same process and dedication using ChatGPT. This simple system allows you to send up to 25 to 50 offers per day, leads pulled from multiple channels instead of one at a time. As you can see in the provided information, you're combining for sale by owner, tax leads, county leads, on market, off market properties, and increasing your list size and making it 10 times easier when you're getting more replies and eventually more accepted offers. What does this mean? This means you spend more time on sending offers so that you can build consistency and get into that person that actually wants to sell and needs to sell. This system is designed to save you time and energy because when doing this type of task or responsibility over and over every day, it's easy to experience burnout or mental exhaust and mental fatigue, killing the joy to handle a conversation when that seller is ready to talk. I've broken it down to 4 simple steps: pull the leads, format by information, upload into ChatGPT, and download the new Google Sheets list. What's highly required for the system to work is skip tracing the property address and getting the necessary contact information because once your list is downloaded with everything you need, including the ready to go offers, you can move your list into setting up your SMS and email campaigns. If you don't have an SMS system, I highly recommend Easify that could be maintained at $200 a month. And if you need an email system, I highly recommend Mail Meteor as low as $35 a month. Remember, making multiple offers requires access to multiple lead sources. I've listed the top 5 ones I use every week: for sale by owner plus direct to agent, tax delinquencies, foreclosures, code violations, or county leads, and then my basic software, whether I'm using Deal Machine, Assigns.com, PropStream, Batchleads, whatever your other sources, whatever data you trust and believe in. This will require manually adding them to a list and formatting them accordingly so it's easy for the ChatGPT agent to read your CSV file. The correct way to format your lead list, no matter your lead list source, is as followed. Make sure you have the seller's name, the property address, the seller's phone, the seller's email address, and then the value estimate. This value estimate will vary depending on which strategy or which channel or which system you're using, whether you're working with debt amounts, 60% of the asking price, or 50% of the estimated value. Let's look at 2 examples on how it would look when uploading and downloading the list. Please keep in mind to verify your email addresses before sending any offers out, like using Mail Meteor account to scrape the emails to make sure they're valid email addresses. Just because they're skip traced doesn't always mean that they're always valid. Always verify. As you can see here, I've organized my list appropriately and getting it prepared for uploading to ChatGPT. For this example, I'm formatting my list by for sale by owner leads. Once it's uploaded, ChatGPT will give you a new file that you could download and it'll keep all your other information untouched, making it easy to have a deal tracker for your opportunities with everything in one place to add notes or results of your offers. Let's watch a quick demo of these steps in action. All right, so in this quick demonstration, real quick, this is one of my lead sources that I'll basically be using for this example. So basically, like I'll go to bid for assets and then I'll scroll down, hit Philadelphia County, and then from Philadelphia County, I will actually go into share sales and foreclosures, pick my county, scroll down to click here for mortgages, and then simply just download my list. And once I'm able to download my list for whatever month that I need, then I get all the information that I'm looking for, right? So I'm basically just looking for the property address and the debt amount, which is the two crucial things that I'll need before skip tracing. Then once we get into Google Sheets, basically this is where you're formatted based on what type of strategy you're using, whether you're doing on market, um, direct to seller, direct to agent, or you're using your estimated values times 50% if they're off market, or it's off market and it has a debt amount plus relocation, depending on what your formula is. You're going to set your sheet up just the same way. So, like with this first example here, you see seller's name, property address, seller's phone, seller's email address. This is considered the on market strategy where I'm direct to agent and direct to seller or doing a for sale by owner. I'm going to offer basically 40% of any of the asking price. So in this list, when I compile this list and get enough leads here, I'm going to, where the value estimate's going to sit, which would be your formatted area, I'm simply going to just going to put asking listing price, and that's how I upload it. If I'm doing 50% of offers, oh, whoops. If I'm doing 50% of offers, the 50% of offers section would be estimated, I will label it as estimated property value, right? And then if I'm doing debt amounts, then I'll just list the last section as debt amount. And then once you have your list compiled, usually by then you have it skip trace, so you have all the information like the seller's phone numbers, the seller's email address, etc. You'll go ahead and go into ChatGPT, and then you upload it according to which one you've been added to. So if you've been added to the 60% offer system or the 50% offer system or the debt offer system, you'll be allowed to go in here and actually simply just upload the sheet. And then once you upload the sheet, that is for that particular calculator. So since this is a 60% offer system, this is basically, it's going to pre-calculate 40% of the asking price and make your offers like that, but it's going to give you an entire sheet of what your offer should look like. So if you click on this example here, I've already uploaded the sheet. I did a one property example where it even allows me to type in a single property if it's something that I found online and I just want to know exactly what to offer to do the quick math on it. I typed in here, here's the property address and what's 165, etc. And then it will tell me, hey, this is the asking price, 40% discount is 66,000. So your target offer price should be 99, right? And if you want a 10K assignment, you and your end buyer would be able to purchase at 109. So basically, you just go here, click. You can choose a file, and then after you choose a file, you would select the um, this one right here, and this already has a compiled spreadsheet in it. So you just upload it, and you'll just let the system do its work. It's going to compute it and understand your format and how you set it up. That's why it's ideal to just make sure you have like the necessary format for the first name, last name, seller's phone, seller's email address, etc. So we're just basically going to take a look at it. And right here, as you see, it says target offer 40 off. That's basically computing it for you. And then when you go back to your original sheet and download it, you should be able to see exactly what it gave you. So down here, the original sheet had our offer or our value estimated at 165, which is basically the listing or asking price, and 40% deduction of that became 99. So as you see here, this is allowing you to do multiple offers at once. So if you have a larger sheet of like 25 or more, you could just upload the sheet and it's going to give you an instant what you should offer for it. This is going to be great on making multiple offers because it's going to allow you to have multiple offers ready to go. And all you pretty much got to do is, now that you have the email and the phone number, you could set up email and SMS campaigns, allowing you to actually send out multiple offers and know exactly how you're going to send it. Great. If this looks like something that can make your daily offers simple, send me a text message to my phone number listed and text GPT to get started. I offer three systems: the property debt offer system, which is good for tax delinquencies and foreclosures, the 60% offer system, which is good for on market and for sale by owner offers, and then the 50% offer system, which is good for off market leads or leads that you pull from a lead source or a software. It's a one time fee of $199 to set up and I'll set up all three systems and do a live walkthrough where I give you the exact prompts that I use for each one and show you live examples with three different lead lists for each system so you can see how it works step by step. Look, if you're ready to get started, book your appointment with me. Speak to you soon.